If you're standing in your yard right now wondering, is this something I can fix myself or should I call someone? You are asking a very reasonable question. Almost every homeowner runs into this at one point. And it doesn't mean that you're being cheap or lazy or not sure of yourself. It just means that you care about your home and you want to make sure that you make the right decision. Before we begin and talk about sprinklers, I want to say this. There is nothing wrong with wanting to understand how your system works. And there's nothing wrong with deciding if you want to deal with it or not. Both are normal and valid. The goal is not to prove anything. It's about protecting your home and not accidentally turning a small issue into a bigger one. So let's start with when doing it yourself actually makes sense. Like this. So things like replacing a broken sprinkler head, maybe cleaning out a clogged nozzle, adjusting a spray pattern to make sure it's covering the right area, or maybe resetting your control box in the garage. These are surface area issues, and you can actually see them, and you can actually reach them and touch them and make changes to them. If you're patient and you don't mind getting a little dirty, these are usually the safe things you can start with. When DIYs start to get a little risky is when the problem starts to move underground or into wiring. Those are two things to consider. It can be a little difficult if it's something you just can't see. So for example, valves, buried PVC pipe, maybe electrical issues, maybe leaks, things that you cannot see. At that point, you're no longer fixing what you can see, you're actually guessing what you cannot see. And that's when a small mistake can turn into a bigger repair. One thing I explain to homeowners all the time is this. Most of doing it yourself don't fail right away. They fail weeks later, months later, after the hole has been filled back in, after the grass grows back, and after everything just looks and works fine. That's usually when you show up. And that's when repairs can get more frustrating for ourselves and also can get expensive. When I decide whether a DIY in my house is something that I want to do, this is the things that I consider. Ask one simple question. If this goes wrong, how hard would it be to undo? And if the answer is it's not hard at all, then I just usually try myself. But if the answer, I've had to dig it back up, I'm gonna have to rewire things, or maybe just replace some landscaping, then at that point, for me, I usually just tell myself, I should probably just pause and probably hire someone. Now, hiring a professional is not about just experience. It's about knowing what's happening, why did it fail, fixing the cause, not just the symptom. That usually means that repairs last longer and you don't have to think about it again next spring, or you don't have to think about it in the meantime. And if you're ever unsure, here's a simple way to think about it. If it's visible and you can see it and you can touch it, DIYs are usually fine. But if it's underground or it's electrical, or maybe you can't see it, maybe it's time to slow down just a little bit. There is no price to fix it yourself. The real win is your peace of mind. DIYs repairs aren't about saving money and hiring a pro is actually about taking control. The real win is actually peace of mind for all of us. The right choice is the one that keeps your system reliable and protects your home. And it doesn't add additional stress to your life. And if you ever notice your sprinklers running when it shouldn't be running, or maybe running twice, the next video will explain why that happens, how to fix it without guessing.